Hello there, St. Luke's. It's good to be back with you all for this midweek message. This is Thursday, January 11th, and I'm sitting here, it's beginning to be as usual after having had a wonderful event the previous day here at St. Luke's. Last night was the kickoff of our second semester of When in Romans. We lovingly call this Pizza Epiphany, and that's because at this time last year, I keep reminding myself, we had just been throwing this program together, and it was just an idea, and we were talking amongst the staff about what was the easiest thing, the least time and energy intensive thing to offer, and that was pizza. So thus was born Pizza Epiphany. So as I said last night, it doesn't always have to be pizza, but for this season, that's what we promise, and that's what we'll deliver. So we're thankful for all the people that came. We had a good turnout. The class is being uploaded as we speak, and so there's nothing better than to continue the work of the church, as we hear in Acts 2. We hear the breaking of the bread, the apostles' teaching, which we had last night, the fellowship, the prayers, the breaking of the bread, the apostles' teaching, and the fellowship, all of which we had last night, although we didn't have the Lord's Supper, but we did in fact share a meal. And so it was a wonderful time. And so if you haven't signed up or you would like to come, it's not too late. Wednesday nights, the dinner's at 5:30, but the class starts at 6, and it's followed by a short small group time. You're out of there by 7:30 on the dot. So I'm grateful for you all who have participated and those who are able to take online. If you'd like the materials sent to you, if you are sort of not here with us right now, you're sort of a part-timer or you're just away for a while, let us know, and we'd love to get it for you. So we're all sort of sitting here this week looking ahead towards next week, when many of us are going up to Charleston for the Mere Anglicanism Conference. And if you weren't able to come, or you're not able to go, or you didn't want to even for that matter, that's all fine. But the title of it was very sort of instructive and illuminating, because it's Speaking the Truth in Love. Let me make sure I say this properly. Mere Anglicanism 2024, Speaking the Truth in Love, the Church and the Challenge of the New Morality. Now, I promise you that there will be some, at least some references to this from me and Kelly and those of us who go when we get back, because the lineup of speakers is just fantastic. But even more important than the speakers is the awareness that the people, Jeff Miller and his team at St. Philip's have about what is necessary and important for Christians to consider at this time, in this moment, during what is called the, quote, new morality. Because it's not hard to look around and see that a lot which passed for the old morality has been superseded. And in fact, much of what, quote, the quote, new morality looks like is almost an entire repudiation of the previous morality. So we see strictures around human sexuality. We see expectations for virtue and sort of the way that you would describe kind of a virtuous person. As Sandra Bowden was talking about a couple of weeks ago in the Rector's Forum, the what we would consider the good, the true, and the beautiful. Well, what Christians have always considered the good, the true, and the beautiful is becoming increasingly out of step with what the new morality calls the good, the true, and the beautiful. And so what are we to do about that? How are we going to live? How are we going to walk? How are we going to raise our children, and how are we going to proclaim the gospel into this world with its new morality? Well, I have some ideas, as you know. We talk about this a lot, but I'm looking forward to learning more, looking forward to being challenged, looking forward to be corrected if needed about some of the techniques or sort of tone, and most of all, I'm expecting to be encouraged that there are people who are not only counting the cost, but taking stock of the situation and attempting to do what Paul says the work of ministry is. And that's not just related to the ordained ministry, but the ministry of the church, the body, the people of God, is to equip people to stand firm, to have a ready defense for the hope that they have in them, as Peter says. And so stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be more about this when we get back. In fact, I can't imagine I won't have some allusion to it on the sermon following our time in Charleston. But pray for safe travels. We've got quite a big group of people from all over the world coming, and I look forward to telling you more about that upon our return. So just a few announcements coming up. This is hard to believe that we just had Christmas a couple of weeks ago, but here we are, right in the middle of Epiphany season. And as I said before, the Bible study on Wednesday night has kicked back up, so we're grateful for all the people that participated. Our annual meeting is fast approaching. That's January 28th. It's going to be between the services, so you have all of the, we're lowering the barrier of entrance to you to come. So if you're at 8 o'clock, just stick on. If you're at 10:30, come ahead. That's on the 28th of January. And there we'll be electing a new vestry, we'll be presenting the budget, we will be doing some other business, and we'll be hearing about updates about all of the various goings on here at St. Luke's, and a little bit of a vision for what this next year, kind of the emphases for this next year will be. So stay tuned, come and check it out. And this Sunday, in our leaflet, we will be having an insert. We will have the 3 new vestry members that we will be ratifying at our annual meeting. And these are Stu Rodman, Kathy McDevitt, and John George. And so you'll get to see their pictures and read a little bit more about them. And we are grateful for their willingness to stand for this important position. And we're grateful for the current vestry, for the vestry going off, for our senior warden, Kent James, who has done a yeoman's, I think that's how you pronounce it, yeoman's. He's done a wonderful service to the church and been a personal blessing to me. And so we will be celebrating him, and you'll just get an opportunity to hear about all of the various exciting things going on here at St. Luke's, the way the Lord has blessed us, the way he has inspired you to be generous in every capacity you could be, and we're looking forward to 2024 to be another wonderful year in the Lord's vineyard here at St. Luke's. Okay, finally, there's one more announcement I'm supposed to make, but I don't think there is another announcement. Who would have? There we go. I knew I forgot something. You might think this is a shtick, and it just might be. But at any rate, I want to just add it here because I didn't feel like it'd be better than recording the whole thing again. Speaking of handouts, this Sunday you will also have another insert in your bulletin because our Jericho Ministries Honduras mission trip team is going to be collecting supplies and things to bring down to bless the boys and girls at the Jericho Mission. So I won't go through this list, but it's quite exhaustive of all sorts of different things you can bring down, including underwear and school supplies and personal care and spa items, chocolate chips, birthday party decorations, and so on and so forth. So please take one of these home, and there's information about how to get this back to the church, and it'll be brought down to Honduras by our intrepid missionary team that's going down there. So we'll be praying for them, we'll be sending them, and we'll be excited to hear about their return. And also, just as I'll talk more about this on Sunday and in the coming week, but on the 21st of January, which is not this Sunday but next, we will be observing here at St. Luke's, along with many Anglican churches around the country, Sanctity of Life Sunday. This is Anglicans for Life. This is our pro-life arm of our Anglican Church. And so we will be having an insert. We'll be talking a little bit more about it at the Rector's Forum. But suffice it to say, it's a great joy to be in the ACNA, a church that is explicitly pro-life, and we defend the human person from conception to natural death, and you'll hear more about this, but that's on the 21st of January. So just wanted you to be aware. It's on the radar. So now those are all of our announcements. There you have it. That's all we got going on. Just everything that a normal, lively living church would have. But I'm, continue to pray for us. Continue to pray for your church. Continue to sort of participate in all of the various goings on we have. And I will be with you, thankful for the Lord's mercies, for His goodness and His tenderness to us through His church. For His glory here at St. Luke's. Okay, well, if I don't see you before, then I look forward to seeing most of you on Sunday. So until then, take care.